Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I have to clean two different pair of suede boots, and I thought why not bring you guys along for it in case you don't know how to clean suede boots. It's very simple, very easy, so let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, two pair of boots here. These black ones are about 3 years old. This is my third winter with them, and overall I think they look pretty good, especially when you consider that these are in Wisconsin in the winter. You know, snow and salt. Oh, anything liquid and salt is killer for suede boots. These look a lot more rough. They're a year older than the black ones, so these are 4 years old, and they're not as high a quality. As you can see, it's not really stained, but see how this is? And here the suede isn't looking the greatest. I don't know how great I'll be able to get these, but you know, hopefully they'll look a little bit better. Now, the first thing I want to tell you guys, when you're buying suede boots, the very first thing you should do is use a protectant on them. Like when I bought these, I like to buy boots out of season because they're a lot cheaper then. So it was warmer outside when I bought these. So I use this. This is Kiwi Boot Protector. I put them outside, usually on the front porch or whatever, and I sprayed them all over, a light coat. You don't want to saturate it. And you can use this on any color of suede or leather. And you can actually use this on other materials as well. It's a waterproofer. So anyhow, you do one spray and then I let it sit outside, not in the sun. You can let them sit indoors as well in case it's raining or whatever else. I just like spraying them outside for the ventilation. So you let them sit for about 4 hours and then do another light coat on it, and then don't wear them for, you know, like till the next day or something, like 24 hours. Try and let them sit, and these, they'll be coated well, really well. I mean, I still wouldn't walk through a few feet of snow with them if at all possible, but you know, there's plenty of times I've walked in them in slush and snow and whatever, and as you can see, they're not really that bad. And these would be worse too, even though these are, you know, quite a bit cheaper of boots. But yeah, that's my first thing. Use a protectant, because it will also help protect against other stains. Not every stain, as you'll find out, but it will help. So the next thing, you know what, and I'll put a link for this. If you can't find this, I'll put a link, but you should be able to find it at almost, you know, any kind of big box store in the shoe or boot department, because that's also where I got these two things. Now this is a Suede Eraser. From what I've heard, you can use even a pencil eraser. I haven't tried it. I just bought this and have used this. And then this is a Suede Brush, and it looks like a nail brush, and it's pretty similar. It's just, I feel it's a little more stiff than a suede brush, and they make all kinds of them. I just happened to pick this up in a 2-pack. They sold them together, but you can look all over the place, and there's all different kinds. There's some brushes that are stiffer, some that aren't as much. If you don't have one, you can try using a nail brush, something like that. I even know somebody who's used a toothbrush, but I feel like that's really just too soft. But anyhow, let's check out these boots. The black ones are the ones that I'm concerned about, this boot in particular. Now, if you can see right here, that stain I know is not coming out, because I got it last year and I tried to get it out and it just wasn't budging. And it's my fault because I believe this is chili. You know, and I didn't catch it in time. Yeah, I think I was cooking chili and it popped or whatever and got on my boot, and I never saw it and whatever. But now I see there's a new stain here that I'd like to get out, and that's a lighter color. I don't know what that is. It could be milk. Who knows? Who knows? I was probably wearing these when I was babysitting the grandkids. Otherwise, overall, you know, they don't look bad. I'm going to brush them all out and everything. A little bit of white here, you know. The brush really helps if you have scuff marks, you know, like where your suede is starting to look real flat. So if you have any areas like that on your boots, that brush will really help. And then these, I'm just hoping, I don't wear these too often anymore. These are good for, you know, taking out the trash or doing something like that, you know. But they're still holding up. There's no holes, no anything, so I don't want to throw them out. So I'll just try and spiff them up a little bit. So with this one, what you're going to do is you're going to use the eraser on this. And actually, I'm going to put this down on the table so I can give you a better close-up. Okay, so I'm going to try to get this stain here out. And you just rub this eraser. And it kind of reminds me of like the Mr. Clean Magic Eraser, because all these little pieces come off here when you're doing it. But that's okay, that's what's supposed to happen. So I'm going to take the brush and see how it's doing here. Well, it's lightening it, but it's definitely still on there. I'll have to work on it more. So don't be like me. Check your boots often and get to the stains right away. Well, it's getting better, huh? So maybe with a little more effort, I can get it completely out. We'll have to take a look, and I'll keep trying. But for now, I want to see how well this will do. There's a slight stain on there. Don't really care. But as you can see, even though these boots are old, and here's a stain way down here, it's hard, whatever that is, you don't see water stains or really salt stains. I mean, if you're not in a state that has salt, you probably wouldn't know what it looks like anyhow. It's just white blotches. It looks terrible. It looks like a, you know, water stain, but white. And it's just, they're terrible. You can't get it out. I feel like this is already starting to look a lot better. Bring a little bit of life back to these. I love suede. Not just in boots, but in shoes too. I love the whole texture of it. Now, I don't know if this would work well. I think the brush would be fine for synthetic leather, but I don't know about that eraser. You might have to check out whatever the labeling is on there. Too bad I can't get this clean, huh? But these boots have definitely served me well. I had them up at the cabin, and on some really cold times up there, I used them just as slippers. Although I will say, if you see the bottoms here, it's kind of the same on these. Not good at all in slippery conditions. So you're going to want regular snow boots or something with more grip to them than these type of boots, if there's like any kind of sleet. Okay, so I got one of each boot cleaned. And I'm going to show you this one, the black one. There's that stain I told you wouldn't come out. It didn't, but the other one did, so that's nice. And I'm going to still do some more brushing on this, but you know, for 3-year-old boots, I'm thinking they're looking pretty good. As long as I can get them through this winter, I might consider getting new ones next year, but I don't know. We'll see. And then this one, yeah, it looks kind of similar, but it doesn't have all the stains. I just haven't cleaned that one yet. This is just going to need, you know, decent brushing, I think. And then here, yeah, pretty much looks the same. I don't know if you can see that. This is the one I did clean. I pretty much just brushed it out. This one not. They're older, but they're, you know, they're still good for serving a purpose. You know, these are suede boots, so they're casual by nature, so I don't have to have them perfect, not going anywhere fancy in them or anything. But you want to have them, you know, look as nice as possible, especially depending on how much money you spent on them. They can get pricey. And so once you're done cleaning your boots, you're going to go ahead and spray them again. And, you know, depending on your weather, like here, it's February, so I'm still going to get snow and salt and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to take these out on the balcony. I'm going to go ahead and spray them lightly, wait the 4 hours. They can be out there. It's not going to be a problem. Spray them again, and then I'm going to bring them in and not wear them probably till tomorrow or the next day. But anyhow, thumbs up if you liked the video, and I hope it helped you out. If you have any questions, leave them down in comments and I'll try to get to them. The one thing I want to mention real quick though is if you do have water stains, the quicker you get to them, the better off. It's always a crapshoot with water stains. So say you had a water stain right here and you noticed it fairly soon. What you could do is get like a wet cloth, not sopping wet, but kind of dab all over this to make it all wet, and then stuff your boot and let it dry, air dry. Don't try to force it dry, and it may come out okay. If it's a really bad stain, it may not, and the boots may be ruined, but at least you can try to fix them. Anyhow, thanks for taking the time to watch the video. I really do appreciate it. It was nice talking to you, and you take care.